Welcome back to the Tailgate Connect podcast. I'm your host, Luke Lorick with Tailgating Challenge. I love all things tailgating. And if you do too, you were in the right spot. Tonight, we're going to talk to Andrew with 409 Tailgate. Penn State tailgating is one of the best tailgating experiences you can have in college football. And Andrew's going to tell us a lot more about that and a few of the very unique food items he serves at his tailgates coming up next.
Tailgaters, hear the call, it's game day, y'all. Let's have a ball across the states from college to NFL. Tailgate Connect's got a story to tell.
All right, welcome back to the Tailgate Connect podcast. I'm your host, Luke. I love tailgating, and of course, I'm with a guy that loves tailgating as well, too, specifically Penn State tailgating, the man, the myth, the legend of all Penn State tailgates. Andrew, thanks for joining the show this evening. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Happy to be here, man.
Heck yeah. You know, one of the questions I get asked, Andrew, all the time is like, Luke, tell me some of your top 3 tailgates. And Penn State is one of the ones that makes it in there consistently based on my experience at your tailgate and just how the overall atmosphere at Penn State was back, I think it was 2023, if memory serves correctly, that I was up there doing that.
And so it's no, I appreciate it. And you were there on an interesting weekend because I believe it was opening weekend. I mean, I remember it was hot. West Virginia was in town. And you know how the tailgate lots are at Penn State. Like, I mean, it was hot. People were dropping, so it was kind of crazy. But no, it's good to be here. Again, I did have a fun time that one time that you came to Penn State. Always the Whiteouts are a great time. But here's my deal. Like, I love tailgating at Penn State. With what I'm doing now, and maybe we can get into this. I'm doing a Bloody Mary mix, and I'm trying to become a national brand. Most of my tailgating has been at Penn State for most of my life, but I have gotten to tailgate at a bunch of other places. And I've been lucky enough to get to the Grove. Awesome, right? Like Ole Miss, everybody talks about it. I was lucky enough to go there. It's on the tops of my list. Love Penn State. Another one of my favorites, though, was actually a NASCAR race, which was Pocono. I'd never been to a NASCAR race, tailgated at Pocono one year, and it rained out. They didn't even race any races, but like the vibe, the scene, just the environment. I always have people ask me, like, what are your best tailgates? I'm like, I'm not a NASCAR fan, but you should go to a NASCAR race. It's unbelievable. It's a good vibe. It's a good scene.
No doubt. And so I love, because I know, Andrew, we got right into it. That was going to be one of the questions in the show about some of your top tailgates outside of Penn State. But let's rewind here for a second and let's talk about you. Let's talk about Penn State. Let's talk about 409 Tailgate, because that is the name of the tailgate for anyone that is going to a Penn State tailgate. 409 Tailgate, is one of the ones you need to put on your list, because that face right there on the screen, or if you're listening, the guy you're hearing on the other side of the microphone, Andrew, is going to be your host for an amazing tailgate party out there. So the first thing that I had to learn when I went there, Andrew, and you can tell everybody, because I was like, what is 409? Like, why is that significant for Penn State?
So 409 was, all right. And I know it's why. So to me, it's success with honor. 409 was associated with Joe Paterno. It was his number of wins. There's controversy associated with that. I get it. I'm a lifelong Penn Stater, and to me, I think that the man did the things the right way. 409 was my way of honoring him, and to me, it stands with success with honor. So, like, when I started 409 Tailgate Club, which was in 2016, it was, my tagline was tailgate with honor, right? Like, we're tailgating now, but that was kind of like how 409 all started. It resonated with Penn Staters. I did a bunch of Bloody Mary. I did Bloody Mary mix, what I call tailgate sauces, barbecue sauce, dry rubs. I had a barbecue vendor and catering company. I just wanted to bring all that specialness to PSU tailgates and started hosting larger size tailgates And it was awesome, right? Like that was where I first met Tailgate Connect. Was Dan and Joe had reached out to me, and they came up to a tailgate. I believe the first one might have been Ohio State. That the helicopter game, I think, was the first one, which we've talked about, or you guys have talked about on this tailgate. The helicopter game, Dan was there. Michigan game, I know that they were there. Our whole thing was like, it's funny. I always tell people it's the opposite of Philly. You come to a tailgate in Happy Valley, and everybody is welcoming. They just want you to have a good time. You go to one in Philly, a couple hours away, a whole different ball game, whatever. But like, it's the opposite, right? Like, and that was what I always wanted to host and to do was just everybody's welcome, right? Like, I don't care if you're a Pitt fan, Notre Dame fan, Michigan, Ohio State. We want you all to come, have a good time, enjoy the game, have great food, and let's have a good time. And that's how 409 Tailgate Club started. And you fast forward a few years, for it became a branded item, right? And things happen. I live in North Carolina now. I'm not a Pennsylvania resident anymore. I live in North Carolina. My boys were born down here. I have a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. They've been to tailgates now, and we'll get to more. But now it's about just kind of spreading the love. It's a little bit different now than the old school tailgates. We still have the Fireball girl. Don't worry, she'll be there. She'll still be there, but it's a little bit different now. I've started a Bloody Mary mix company called GoldHen, and I actually really want to start making the rounds with all the Tailgate Connect hosts and spread the love and just enjoy everybody, right? Like so. But yeah, that's how we started. Was the 409 Tailgate Club, man? Just hardcore barbecue Penn State guys, just getting after it. And here we are now.
No, that's awesome. So take me back. When did the tailgating start? When did you put your first tailgate on? What year?
Oh, well, college, right? But again, and you want to rewind back to then, that was a whole different ball game. But so yeah, me and all my buddies, again, Penn State alum, started in college. But then it was just, 30 racks of cheap beer and no food. And then
Been there.
as adults, in 2016 is when we started 409 Tailgate Club. And that was when but it was probably about a good 3 to 4 years prior that I started really hosting larger amounts of people
Sure.
and taking a pride and a passion in trying to put on a good tailgate. People really enjoyed it. And to be honest, I can't even remember the first time the Tailgate Connect guys reached out to me, but when they were like, told me what they were doing, I was like, hell yeah, bring it
I'm
on,
in.
right? Like
Let's go.
yeah. It's tailgating. The more the merrier. And it's been a lot of fun, a little sidelined by the COVID years, whatever. But now we're rocking and rolling again. We've got some big games coming up this year, and it's been a lot of fun. And you know this. I mean, it's unbelievable what tailgating does just to meeting new people and just the relationships. Because here's the deal. If you're going to a tailgate, you're showing up to have a good time. And if you're not, don't go. Like, I mean, that's to
Exactly.
me, it's like, right? It's like unbelievable the relationships that it's created.
Yeah, I mean, again, I always tell people that's one of the reasons I love tailgating is that I can show up by myself with no
Yeah.
friends to any tailgate in the country, and I can make friends, get food, have drinks, and just make friends that I'm going to remember and connect with long after that tailgate, that football game ends.
That's right. That's right. It's the best. Like I said, I mean,
Agreed.
it's just like everybody's showing up with the same vibe. Like, let's hang out and have a good time. Doesn't matter away team, home team, whatever. Like, let's have a good time. But I also do feel like, and again, I know that I feel like there is a difference between college and NFL. I feel like the
Oh,
college
100%.
vibe, yeah, totally. And it's weird because yeah, the NFL vibe can be a bit tough. Um, but everywhere I've been, and I know that you always ask all your hosts where you don't want to tailgate. Um,
You've been listening
I
to the show. I love it.
I've been listening to the show. That's probably why I led immediately with where my favorite places to tailgate are. I listen to the show.
You
All
don't
right.
even need me today. Just answer all the questions you heard.
Yeah, and it's funny, like, Dan's thing on Fresno was hilarious. I One of the things I want to do now is experience more tailgates. Most of my experience has been Penn State tailgating, where I've been hosting. Again, I'm lucky enough to have visited a few others, but I want to experience more of what's out there. I really do. I feel like most places probably aren't like Fresno. Everywhere, because everywhere I have been has been awesome. Like, yeah, and, you get around, like, wouldn't you find that, like, more times than not, it's effing great?
Yeah, like if somebody asked me that question and flipped the script, like I don't know. Like usually, if it's a air quote like bad experience, like something else like happened. Was the weather terrible? Did just like other stuff outside the tailgate go wrong? Right? Was there like
Yeah.
maybe that one fan? Because again, like I feel like Fresno's over here. Like every time, like every episode, they're like, we're not bad people." But we all need to go to Fresno, I guess, and go tailgate go tailgate out there, give them the chance for redemption on the
I feel like we
Pitt
do.
tour. Yeah, I'm with it. I'll go. I'm gonna take Dan with me. You come with. You can come too.
Oh, dude, I'll come.
But so tell me. So you kind of leaned into a little bit in regards to like places that you really want to go, like bucket list tailgates. What do a couple of those look like that you have kind of the top of the list circle? Like I've got to get to X, Y, or Z.
Okay, so, having talked to your folks, and just, like, LSU for a night game, I gotta get to. Right? I just feel like I've got to. Um, Having been to the Grove, that certainly kind of like checked one off, but it's funny, like as much as I love a Penn State tailgate and like the expansiveness and how great it is, one of the things that drives me nuts are the limitations, right? It's not like a Southern or an SEC school tailgate. They don't allow cooking with smokers wood charcoal. And I get it with the fraternity parties and stuff like that. What they're trying to do, but like, almost I feel like any just good traditional school where you could just get after it and cook good food and not have your limitations, that's where I want to go. And I did love going to the Grove. I've communicated with a number of the Tailgate Connect hosts, and I hope they'd be able to visit with them. I do feel like LSU's on my bucket list. I've
Oh,
had
sure.
LSU people come to my tailgate, even though it had nothing to do with an LSU game, and I wanna go. Yeah, absolutely. Um, but I will say it's kinda crazy. After going to that one NASCAR event, I was like, "I think I wanna go to more of them and just hang out and party." Like, it was a crazy good time in terms of pure tailgating.
Sure.
If you're looking at college football, I've never been, and I'm from the Philadelphia area, and I've never been to Army Navy. I'd love to go, and I
Okay.
know they rotate locations now, but, that's another one that's on my list. In my professional experience outside of tailgating, I've done a bunch of work actually in Knoxville in Tennessee, and I'd love to talk about the river, you know what I mean? The boats going tailgating there.
Tailgating.
Yeah, sailgating. I'd
Yeah.
like to do that. So yeah, I have a number of places. I mean, just I want to go everywhere. Uh, I don't know, man. I'm not a soccer fan, but some of these games look insane. I'll bring it all in. I want to go everywhere and anywhere.
It doesn't matter the sport. Like there's now
That's
pillow
right.
fighting championships. We're tailgating for pillow fighting. We're tailgating for everything out there. Let's go.
That's right. Yo, so Penn State plays, they have a hockey game this year outdoors, Beaver Stadium against Michigan State. I think it's January 31st. I'm gonna tailgate for that, and I am looking forward to that. First, I mean, Beaver Stadium used to be hallowed grounds. They didn't have anything but football games there. It's starting to change. Top golf concerts, but outdoor hockey, you know what I mean? I
Oh, it
feel
sounds
like,
fun.
being able to tailgate in the wintertime for a hockey game at Beaver Stadium is gonna be awesome.
No doubt. No doubt. All right. So let's get back to your tailgate for a second. So
Yes, sir.
if somebody's like, hey, I'm getting tickets, I really want to come experience the Penn State vibe, like what can they expect? What can they expect at your tailgate when they show up?
Yeah, well, great food, great company. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say all you can drink, all inclusive.
There
But
we
yeah,
go.
yeah, I got it, man. No, but that's what we try to do is great company, great food, a lot of fun. You want to enjoy some beverages that all that's going to be provided. Good music. But one of the things that we do again, so having a Bloody Mary company, we have a lot of unique food dishes and appetizers that we do featuring our Bloody Mary mix, whether it's crab cakes or deviled eggs, different barbecue mops. Um, like I said, I used to have a barbecue vending, catering company. So we have a lot of good smoked meats for the whiteout game in particular. We're going to have a sweet, I find, and I agree with this. A lot of people don't like to make sandwiches at tailgates. They don't want to fill up on the bread for a long game. So we're going to do a slider bar. minis, right?
Okay.
If you want to put it on a roll, put it on a roll. If not, no big deal. But we're gonna have all sorts of barbecued meats, smoked meats, all sorts of different stuff. That's what you can expect. We're gonna have good liquor, good beer, the best Bloody Mary mix you've ever had. And then a whole bunch of really good food and just have a good time. And like I said, I do mean this. I'm a little biased. And again, being from Philly, I was always just kind of taken aback on like it's how great it is in terms of hospitality tailgating at Penn State. People are extremely welcoming. Everybody just wants you to have a good time. It's almost like they relish in you showing up in an away jersey. Like it is great, right? Like it's again, all are welcome. So yeah, Happy Valley there, Luke. Happy
Happy
Valley. That's what
Valley.
we're
Happy
trying to live up
Valley.
to. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I heard something right there, Andrew. You said crab cakes at the
Oh yeah. Oh
tailgate.
yeah.
That is a unique food choice to have at a tailgate. So let me ask you this question. Is crab cakes the most unique food you've ever served at a tailgate? Or is there something even crazier than crab cakes?
Yeah, no, but because so you got to prepare accordingly. I mean, I've brought in commercial slicers up to tailgates to do, smoked roast beef sandwiches and stuff like that. However, this is one thing, and I've never done this, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna do table nachos this year. Table set up, like full, like just load up, like it's interactive, right? Yeah, everybody wears gloves, all the fixins. I'm gonna smoke a whole bunch of pork butts. It's gonna be pulled pork table nachos. I'm gonna do it at the Whiteout. I've always wanted to do it because I've made like pulled pork nachos. Like they serve those in restaurants.
Oh, it sounds
I
amazing.
thought it would be cool to have a giant table where people could like it would be table nachos, like a giant table of it, interactive, but like going big with it. So we're gonna do that this year. Hopefully it works out. It's gonna be good. I know all the ingredients will be good. But yeah, so we're gonna do some fun things this year. Get people involved with the tailgate a little bit more besides just drinking and eating our food.
I mean, I've heard nachos, I've heard crab cakes, I've heard sliders. Like so far, this might be some of the best food of any tailgate that we've heard from so far. So again, like that sounds
I
amazing. Or
appreciate
maybe
it.
I'm just
I just got to
hungry.
remember to bring the box of gloves to the tailgate because then I got to make sure people can throw. It was funny. Like I for years I've been talking about like it'd be fun to make pulled pork nachos, but like in a big style at a tailgate. People are like you should do it. I'm like, well, we can. We just got to do it, right? So we're gonna do it at the Whiteout.
Excellent. So white out this year, pulled pork nachos.
Pulled pork nachos, full slider bar, Bloody Mary bar. And here, every tailgate has to have burgers and dogs. Like I don't care. To me, it's like you have the grill going. Burgers and dogs are a staple. Like you don't gotta fancy them up, but so yeah, that's kind of the deal. For the people that show up early, we've got some brunchish stuff going on. But yeah, man, we're gonna have it loaded up all day long, and then you got a big game coming up against Oregon that night.
I mean, again, it sounds amazing. I'm like, some people are like, man, I'm gonna buy a ticket just to go eat
Yeah,
all that
I
good
hope so.
food.
Oh,
I'm ready to do it
and
right
I didn't
now.
even mention, well, obviously, yeah. I mean, I know I talked about Bloody Mary makes me the company, but yes, craft beers, light beers, whatever you want, we got it all. We got the liquor, so we're gonna have everything set up for anybody that wants to come and join us.
Excellent. No, that sounds amazing. And I feel like let's talk about it. I've heard Bloody Mary mix a few times in our conversation today. I think you might have a bottle over there. So go ahead, shout out GoldHen. Am I saying that correctly for the brand?
That's right, GoldHen Bloody Mary mix. So me and my business partner, we're both Penn Staters. My last name is Goldberg. His last name is Hennigan, hence GoldHen. It was
Okay.
actually an LLC name before ever a business name, or I'm sorry, before ever like a product branded type thing. But yeah, GoldHen Bloody Mary mix. It's unique. Our whole thing is sweet with little heat. It's awesome to cook with, really good with shrimp, all sorts of and again we have like also we do a lot of cooking. So it's great with a lot of different recipes which are on our website. But yeah, we started a Bloody Mary mix company and with the 409, like I was saying earlier, I had like Penn State branded products and now I want to become a nationally branded Bloody Mary mix. And part of my deal is like again, because it goes so just well hand in hand with tailgating is just get to with all the tailgate connect hosts. But yeah, the GoldHen man, sweet with little heat. I'm excited about it. We love it, and Yeah. That's what we said. We're going to do some high-end Bloody Mary bars at all of our tailgates this year.
All right, so you know the question I gotta ask you, the hard hitting
Okay.
question is
Let's hear
like
it.
there's other Bloody Mary mixes out there.
There
Tell me
are?
why GoldHen should be something people put above everything else when they're making that purchasing decision.
Cool. All right. Right. All high-end ingredients. You'll see if you purchase a bottle of this. So it's you don't need to spruce it up with anything. Load it up with horseradish. We've got organic coconut sugar and honey to give you a little sweetness up front.
Okay.
We're North Carolina guys based now, so we got some Texas Pete. Actually, interestingly enough, from North Carolina, Texas Pete is from North Carolina. So we got Texas Pete, we got horseradish, we got cayenne pepper to give you a kick on the back end. It's a very unique mix. Um, I actually think it's a one of a kind mix in terms of flavor profile out there, but that's just me. And on top of that, we love tailgating more than any other Bloody Mary company that's out
Here
there.
we
So,
go.
yeah,
That's the
yeah,
only answer
there
we
you go.
needed today.
So, yeah. And
but,
we
but
support Tailgate Connect. So, and
yeah.
Zing Zang doesn't, or any of those Mrs. T or Mr. T, whatever you call them, they don't. We do. So there you go, Luke.
Now, Andrew, did I hear in there? Because again, I'll be honest, I'm not a huge Bloody Mary guy. Like, it's never really been my jam. But as I'm listening to the ingredient, it sounded like they were more natural ingredients versus maybe like some of the stuff that could go in there. Am I hearing that correctly?
That's right. Yeah. So no high fructose corn syrup. I would say when people taste our mix, a lot of people say it like, oh, it has a barbecue profile, which it does. I mean, it's tomato based. It's got a sweetness, but all natural ingredients, all high end ingredients, no high fructose corn syrup. And low and even still because using good ingredients lower in calories and sodium than a lot of other mixes. So, yeah, man, you're right on point.
Hey, go ahead. I think you have a bottle. Put it up for those on YouTube right now. Go ahead and pull that thing up on screen. All right,
There
we
it
got
is,
the
the gold end.
gold in.
Yeah.
Where can people find that? If they want to get it, where can they get it from?
They can get it at GoldHenLLC.com. If they happen to be in North Carolina or Pennsylvania, there's a whole other host of places that they could get it at. Again, we're North Carolina based, so lots of people around here. If not, we ship nationwide, and yeah, GoldHenLLC.com.
Excellent. Soon to be nationwide. You'll be able to find everywhere soon, right?
That's right. Soon, very soon, Luke.
Excellent. All right, I'm going to ask you another Bloody Mary question in a minute
Okay.
as we move on with the show. But right now, let's talk about. You've kind of alluded to it, but let's just hear it one more time. If somebody's coming to the game, they get a ticket from tailgateconnect.com, they show up, but they're wearing the opposing team's gear.
Uh,
Are they going to be put
oh,
over in a corner? Are they going to be chastised? Like, what does that look like for the if somebody's wearing an opposite team color that comes to your tailgate? What's that going to look like for
no,
them?
not good. No, I'm just kidding. Look, I've hosted, I can say I've hosted Pitt fans. No, it's all good. And, we love it, man. Like the more the merrier. I kind of feel like that's actually one of the better things about like with like a tailgate connect type thing where like when you're putting yourself out there is like, yes, I'll host people, whoever's coming in. I want them to have a good time. Like you better damn well know they might be coming in from another college, right? So like,
For
I
sure.
think it's awesome. I love it. Right. So I think that most other Penn Staters love it. I can tell you our core crew loves it. So yeah, there's no worries there. I can tell you there's a lot of other teams. Well, no, look, Penn State goes back a long time. You got your rivalries and whatnot, but like we've hosted everybody. I think it's the best ever. Like to me, it's the way it should be. You should have a mix. It's awesome having people from other teams. So yeah, everybody, of course, everybody's welcome.
Excellent, excellent. All right, so if you have somebody coming in for a game, and outside of the tailgate and the game, you said there's one thing around the Penn State area to do around campus, that local area. What would you tell them to do? What's kind of a must see item?
You know, it's weird. State College has changed so much over the years. When I was growing up as a kid and going to Penn State games, it was this little tiny podunk town in central Pennsylvania. Now it's grown quite a bit, but even back then, and even now, and again, even though I feel like they're known for the creamery, right? Their ice cream, like, and I feel like it's one of those things. If you're coming in for the game, and maybe people are like, could you say the creamery? But like, they're famous for that, but there's a reason to it, and you can get to it on campus. You're at the tailgating lots. You can get over there. Penn State's been an ag school around since the 1800s, and just happens to be one of the things that they do really well. And they have a very famous creamery on campus. I think people should go, and I think they should check it out. I mean, to be quite honest with you, Penn State, even though the town itself has grown quite a bit, it's still out in the middle of nowhere. If you have the time, I would say the other thing that it's very well known for as one of the best in the country, and you're out in Colorado, so I believe, right? Like, so you get this well, but like the fly fishing.
Sure.
There is some legendary fly fishing instructors there. Penn State is got some great just outdoor experiences, fishing, hiking, camping, but the fly fishing in particular is very well known, especially on the East Coast. But it's other than that, it's weird. Like State College, it's dead in the center of like kind of like, Philadelphia and Pittsburgh, and there's not a lot going on there. So it's not as much as like, oh, you got to go to this restaurant and that restaurant and here and there. But it's a beautiful spot. Hiking, fishing, outdoor life is incredible. If you're fly fishing, do that out there. And then again, just coming in for the weekend, go to the creamer, get some ice cream, and you'll probably have it sent back to your house. It's like, it is actually
Okay.
super good. Yeah. Yeah. It's well, or come visit us for the whether it's our 4-9 Tailgate Club, GoldHen Bloody Mary Mix. Come visit us and have a great time at a tailgate. And I didn't mention this. I don't know if you chicken wings. I'm gonna put it on there right now. It's our specialty. Come have the best chicken wing, grilled chicken wing that you'll have at a tailgate.
The chicken wings I remember were on point for sure when
There
I
you go.
came to tailgate, so I can
Yeah,
vouch
there
for
you go.
that statement. All right,
There you
so
go.
let's talk about food. Let's talk about you. Let's talk about your personal favorite food to eat at a tailgate. You don't have to worry about cooking it. You don't have to worry about
Yep.
cost. Just what you think is your favorite food on game day.
Man, that's a tough one. Like I said, so like I'm kind of a foodie, but when it comes to tailgates, if somebody's got like a black zone set up and making smash burgers, I'm so all in. Like, or if you show up early and they're doing like breakfast sandwiches, and whether it's bacon, again, we're from Pennsylvania, we eat scrapple, pork roll, stuff like that. Anything with a black zone set up. But if somebody's making that stuff, but like, I honestly feel like, all right, it's weird. I love a good brat. I love a good smash burger. I do feel like every tailgate should have burgers and stuff, even though it's like a traditional thing, right? There's nothing fancy to it, but I feel like a good grilled burger is something that should be had. But in terms of my favorite, and again, because I heard some of your other shows where people were like, oh, like bacon wrapped like by Alligator. I'm like, holy shit, like we don't make stuff like that, steak knowledge. Like they don't
Yeah,
like, I
fat
mean, like
cakes.
we just yeah, we just can't do that, right? Yeah. Oh, all right. Here's what I will say. One of my favorite things is Central Western PA is known for kielbasa, Polish sausage,
Okay.
and there are some cheese infused sausages. The my hot a spicy kielbasa hot cheese infused breakfast sandwich might be one of my favorite things at a Penn State tailgate. There we go.
Okay. All
There
right.
we go.
And just for the viewers out there, because this was me at one point, being a Southern guy, you said the word scrapple. Tell people that
Yes.
don't know what scrapple is. What in the world is scrapple?
It's king of the breakfast meats. No, it's so Scrabble. Yeah, in Pennsylvania, it's very popular because of the Pennsylvania Dutch. They basically would take all parts of the pig that were typically not utilized. What do you call the scraps? And when you look at the ingredients on the labels, like the liver, the hearts, and all the scraps, but like they would mix it into a loaf with some spices and some yeast, and you actually slice it very thin and you pan fry it. Um, it's delicious. It's weird. It's like one of those things, if you looked at the ingredient label, you'd be like, no way. But if I just gave it to you, you would be like, oh, that's delicious. So in Pennsylvania, Scrapple's big, man. But like I said, it's a Pennsylvania Dutch thing. Uh, but Scrapple is delicious.
Okay.
Delicious.
I looked at
And
the
I
ingredient
probably
list
didn't do a good way
first.
of describing it, but it is delicious. I promise you that.
I have not personally had it. I learned about it about 10 years ago. And then I made maybe the mistake of going to look at the ingredient list and being the guy like I am. I was like, oh, I don't know if I could do that with
Yeah,
other
and I didn't do
options.
a good job because I was like, oh, fry up some liver and hearts in a pan and you'll love it. Like, yeah, I didn't do a good job, but I promise you, however, the people that make it do it, it's really good.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, let's shift gears over to what's in your cup. I think I'm going to put a parameter on it. You get two options. I know one of them's going to be a Bloody Mary. We already know that. But what's your other drink going to be? That's going to be
All right,
in your hand on
I'm gonna go
tailgate.
2 more because even though I bought a Bloody Mary mix, I'm a one and done guy. To be honest with you, I'll have
Okay.
one first thing in the morning and I'm good. I love it. I'm a whiskey and beer guy. So,
Mixed together or separate?
uh, separate. But also, yeah, close together, but no, separate. But I'm trying to get smarter in my old age. I am a beer drinker. I do like, I mean, I'm an IPA drinker, but these all day tailgates. There's so many flavorful ones out there now where you don't have to crush yourself with doubles, but I am a beer drinker. That is my just go-to. I will drink beer during the day. I do like whiskey. I'll always have a couple bottles of bourbon at the tailgate. I'll always invite some people to do some shots. But I am and recently I've been onto the rise. And I don't know if any of these things are good for a long day tailgate type thing, but I'm just answering the question. I'm on to the rye whiskeys. What's in my cup? It's going to start with a Bloody Mary. It's going to go to beer. And then at point, there will be whiskeys in there as well.
All right. Now build the perfect Bloody Mary.
All right. So to me, it's all right. This is America. So you do what you want. Right now. But like spirits of choice. I'm a vodka guy, but I've been introduced recently to some Bloody Marias. But with tequila, you got to choose right. Not all tequila works. I think vodka you can get away with a lot of different things. I know people like gin. I'm a vodka guy, so to me, it's vodka, Bloody Mary mix, 2-to-1 ratio, nice spicy rim rub. I like a chili lime rim rub that we carry. In terms of garnishments, I love shrimp with our Bloody Mary mix, but then anything, I think pickles always go great with it. Anything, so kind of, I like spicy, I like pickled. Again, I make some Bloody Mary inspired appetizers with our stuff. So like the deviled eggs, like there's a lot of different things. But one thing I really do like is actually as a garnishment on a Bloody Mary mix is just a all beef hot dog. That's my unique thing. I like
Okay.
it. That's it. Hot
Just
all beef hot
put the
dog.
hot dog in the Bloody Mary.
Scored right on top. Scored right on top.
Wasn't there like a trending video? Was it last year or something where somebody like put a hole in the hot dog and they were using it as a straw? Like, is that a thing?
Oh, so yes, it is. There's a famous Bloody Mary company called Demetri's. They make a pepperoni straw, which is awesome. It's literally a stick of pepperoni. It's got a hole in the middle. You can use it as straw. Eat it when you're done. Fantastic. So yeah, it's a thing and recommended as well.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we got your drinks, we got your food. All right. Now for your entertainment, what's your favorite personal tailgating game?
All right, so I got introduced quite some time ago to QB54, which I do like quite a bit. There's a lot of your standard ones. I mean, everybody likes cornhole. I really do like QB54. I do like that. Uh, and one I guess that's not well known. There was somebody had sent me a game years in the past. It was called it was throwing darts at beer cans. Do you remember this one, Luke? I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe the like.
oh yeah. There's actually a few different versions of that some are
Okay.
still out there.
Okay, yeah, so I wasn't sure, but we did set that up and play like multiple tailgates, and it was very well received. It was fun, a lot of fun. Um, but I think I'm a traditional beer pong roll, but like I do like QB54 a lot. Yeah, that is I do like that game quite a bit. Yeah.
No, all of those. There's no wrong answers with that. There's so many
There
games
is
out there.
no
So I'd
wrong answer.
love to
I
hear
know.
something. I mean, again, cornhole. That's not a wrong answer, but again, there's literally hundreds of tailgating games now that people can
I
play. So it's
know there is.
interesting to
Oh,
see
you
what
know
you
what?
like.
There's one, and I forget the name of it. People used to play, or they do play it in the overnight RV lot, which I think you went over to, whereas it's kind of like a reverse game, whereas you're trying to peg another cup with your ping pong ball, but like if you hit it, you're actually trying to chug your beer faster than they can retrieve their ball. I forget the name of it, but it was like a reverse beer pong game where it was like, and it was very good. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna send it over to you. I've played it like a few times. It was great.
There
I
was, I'm
like
trying
unique
to,
games.
there was a game we met the inventor out there. Now that you're bringing that up, I don't know if it was that game, but now I'm wondering whatever happened with that game. I don't
It
know
might have been.
if I heard
It
about it
might have been.
again. But anyways,
It might have been
going trips down
because my
memory
buddies
lane here.
played that. Yeah, my buddies played that. You know what? You're right. It might have been those guys that we met out there. But yeah, fun game.
For sure. All right, tell me this. Has there ever been, as I coin it, a fail gating moment at the tailgating, your tailgate around that area where just something just it didn't go right and it was almost comical because it was fail gating versus tailgating?
Oh man, again, having watched the other episodes, I knew this question. Twice. So thankfully not at any of my own. I mean, I've been to some disastrous ones where just actually I tried to do an NFL tailgate that, being the Penn State connection. It was one of Saquon's first games in MetLife at the Giants. Tried to do a tailgate up there. I mean, like just the weather didn't work out, right? Like shit came down sideways, pouring, just like absolute train wreck of a disaster. Thankfully, though, like personally, I've never had one of those experiences that was just downright disastrous. And again, most of my experience has been tailgating at Penn State. I want to experience more. And it's funny, I knew you were going to ask this question, especially after Dan said he'd rather tailgate at a funeral than Fresno State. And I was like, damn it. Like, I got, yeah, but I haven't, to be honest with you, man, I haven't had that experience yet. Like, I've been to some away games where I was like, not my cup of tea, but like, I haven't had any of my own tailgates or been to one where I was like, this is a total train wreck. I know it's not the answer you're looking for, but I got to answer it
No,
honestly.
no. I
Maybe
mean,
it
again,
means
there's
I
no
need to
wrong
get more to
answers.
more tailgates.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
yeah,
step one. But I mean, I even have those moments, right? Where I was shooting a video the other day, and like in the middle of the video, like half the products just fall off the table. And I just yelled out "failgating," right? Because again, it happens.
yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
happens to all of us, right?
Yeah, so like I said, we've had weather things that messed with us and stuff like that. But and again, I always laugh when I heard about again your first episode when Dan was talking about Fresno, but like I haven't had any experiences like that. I have again, I've been to some Penn State away games where away fans were a bit unruly. Uh
Right.
it's fine, whatever. I'm from Philly, I get it. Like, but the tailgating experience though in itself was like was all great, right? You just get some a-hole fans giving it to you on the way out, which is fine. It's part of the deal. Um, yeah, but I don't have any of those ones where it was like, oh, all right, yeah, now the only thing I'll say is the very first year of when I started doing the 409 Tailgate Club thing at Penn State, we were trying to do a combination of hosting and catering at the same time. And you were up at Penn State; it's massive, right? So like I did get caught in a pinch up there where I was trying to make deliveries and get to overnight RV lots and here and there. And then I was having my own hosted tailgate, and I had to have my wife and my best friend cover for me as I was stuck in other lots for just trying to make deliveries and keep other people happy. And I was calling them. I'm like, look, just make everybody drinks. I'll be back as soon as possible. And everything went well, but I haven't had any. It's my tailgate experience has all been pretty good.
Well, good. Hopefully that continues. But if you have a moment where things just don't quite go right, just yell out "failgating" and then just laugh and move on.
I know, man. I know. It's like I said, I've had some tense experiences and stuff like that, but I really don't have anywhere I was like complete just train wreck, right? Or on the flip side, visiting someplace that just wasn't good. Yeah. Now, like I said, although that NASCAR race I went to in Pocono that I rank as one of my top tailgates, I never saw one lap of racing. Like I said, the race was canceled because of rain. But like, I didn't care. I was there for the tailgating. So,
Oh,
like, and
sure.
I guess in that aspect, it was a good thing.
Yeah, no doubt. I've been to plenty of tailgates where I did not go into the actual event because the tailgate is so good. That is not lost on me for a moment. All right,
That's
so
right.
when I came to your tailgate, I remember that at least it was like right beside your tailgate. I think Saquon and Micah Parsons showed up. Have you had
Yes.
other celebrity guests, so to speak, come by your tailgates in the past?
A number of ex-ball players, but it's always funny. Yeah, just and I don't know. It's funny, like being a Penn Stater, like some of the guys that come by our tailgates are very well-known Penn Staters, but like wouldn't be to the average fan, but they're well known amongst the college ranks. But that tailgate that you were at when, yeah, you had Saquon and Allen Robinson and Micah Parsons and all those guys show up. Yeah, that was as you remember though, that leads to craziness. So again, and again, not that I brought them in, but um that, as you remember, like, it's funny when I think about, like, things get a little bit intense, like, that place was about to blow up, like, it got a little bit crazy back
Oh
then,
yeah,
right? Like,
I was
yeah, yeah,
there.
yeah, and I get it. But well, actually, you know what's funny, though? I will say one other funny one was the year before. Remember the whole Chad Powers, Eli Manning thing when he was doing that
Oh yeah.
thing where he showed up? I don't know, yeah, so Eli Manning showed up at he was, like, in between my tailgate and another, and, things got a little bit crazy there, but that was when he did that ESPN thing when he showed up as Chad Powers and stuff like that. Um, we get a number of guys that, again, are a little bit, well-known amongst the Penn State alumni, but maybe not to, everybody else, but it's always fun when ex-players can come in because, quite frankly, at the collegiate level, like, their stories are like people kinda relish in them, right? Like, when you kinda hear those behind-the-scenes stories or things about them growing up playing college ball for maybe Joe Paterno or whatever it may be, or their away games in Notre Dame and Pitt and all this stuff. It's like I love that type of stuff. But yeah, but I will say in terms of notoriety, you saw probably the tops of the tops when Saquon and Micah came by.
No doubt, no doubt. That was a fun day for sure. All right. Well, Andrew, with that, like, I'm gonna give you the mic one more time. I want you
Okay.
to, for the people that have been listening, be like, you know what? Andrew seems like a great dude. I want to go eat crab cakes and nachos and all the fun that he has, and is going to come to
Mhm.
your tailgate. Mark it to them one more time to pull the trigger. Go to tailgateconnect.com and get tickets. Give me that final pitch.
Yeah, well, like Luke said, tailgateconnect.com. We're gonna be rocking and rolling for the whiteout. Coming up against Oregon, it's gonna be a good one. We're gonna have all the food that Luke referenced and more. Um, but yeah, like we do things top notch, and like I said, we like everybody to join us. Check out the Tailgate Connect site because we have other games that are going to be going on throughout the year. But again, we got Villanova next week. Not sure how many Wildcat fans from outside of Philadelphia are there, but bye week, then the big one, the whiteout. So please join us. It is have you heard from other guests, I know I'm bragging here, Beer, Penn State. It is awesome, but we would love to host you. Come join us. If it can't be that game, any other game. Yeah, we welcome everybody. And Luke, I appreciate your time, buddy.
Excellent. Well, hey, speaking of awesome, it was awesome chatting with you, Andrew. We appreciate you for being on here. Appreciate you for being a Tailgate Connect host. For everybody that stayed to the end of the episode, we thank you as well too. And again, if you love Bloody Marys, Andrew, where can they go to get them?
GoldHenLLC.com. GoldHen, like gold chick, GoldHenLLC.com. We've got some great Bloody Mary mix and some other products. I think you'll love it. And you guys have a special code, TGC, 10% off all orders. I'll throw that in there. Put
Okay.
it in.
I didn't even know. So
Uh,
you're dropping knowledge for me.
yeah. Yeah, you guys got one. So, yeah, please check it out. Give us a try. And also, um, for all you hosts that are out there, I do want to come and try and experience as many tailgates as possible. So you may hear from me. Love to come and join you.
Excellent, excellent. And I hope to join Andrew and all of our hosts and maybe see some of our viewers at some tailgates out there as well too. Appreciate you, Andrew, for being here. Appreciate everybody for hanging in with the show. And until next time, we hope to see you at a tailgate soon.
Tailgate Connect.